got a good night for baseball here at AT&T Park. It's the rivalry. It's the Giants and Dodgers in Game 2 of this 3-game series. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Well, last night a tough loss for Tim Lincecum and the Giants. Tonight, however, they will send out another All-Star, and that's Ryan Vogelsong. And come on, it's the Giants and Dodgers.
Well, it's going to be a good game, and it's going to be all that pitching again. But, Bruce Bochy goes home at night, and he thinks about the next day's lineup a lot. And it intensifies as he gets to the ballpark and as he actually sits down and makes out that lineup. Tonight, he's really shaken up. He's got 4 rooks in there with Justin Christian, Brandon Belt, Brett Pill, Hector Sanchez, 4 rookies in this lineup to back up his All-Star Willie Mack winner, and just hope that is the right combination tonight. All
right, Danny Evelyn will be on the hill for these Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, we should have a good one here at AT&T Park. When we come back, we'll have the lineups in the very first pitch next.
Is brought to you by AT&T, Bank of America, the official bank of the San Francisco Giants, and by Toyota. Check out the great deals at your local Toyota dealer today.
Beautiful day here at AT&T Park as we get ready for Giants Dodgers. Our game time weather is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission-free boardwalk is open this weekend. 61 degrees here at the yard. We got winds at 11 miles per hour. The humidity is quite high, and it is partly cloudy. So here you see Ryan Vogelsong as he led the Giants out onto the playing field. And here's the lineup that he'll be facing. It'll be Gordon Sellers and then Matt Kemp. He's the guy to be careful with. Big numbers against the Giants in 13 games. Rivera Loney, followed by Sands Ellis. Carroll will hit 8th. Evelyn will pitch and bat 9th.
Ryan Vogelsong will be on the hill. Ryan Vogelsong will be on the hill tonight for these Giants. So take a look at Bogey's year. He's in 10-6 with a 2.62 ERA. 154 in the third innings, 138 hits. 118 strikeouts against 55 walks. And what he has done consistently is pitch to contact when he needs to, and he pitches for strikeouts when the situation warrants it. He has had that kind of year. And when he's right, he'll be able to establish both sides of the plate with a fastball that'll go low to mid-90s. He's got a curveball, a cutter, a changeup. He can sink the ball. Not a whole lot he can't do. For Vogelsong against the Giants, or against the Dodgers, he's 1-1 with a 4.60 ERA. And if he looks behind him tonight, checks out his defense, he's going to see 4 rookies out there in support of him. And with Vogelsong in his mindset right now, he could care less. And that's the game face he brings into every game.
So he'll be throwing to Hector Sanchez. Is D. Gordon stands in. And the first pitch of the ball game is on its way. And it's a little flare out to left, but Belt is coming in. And that's how this game gets started.
Defense behind Ryan Vogelsong tonight will set up this way. It'll be Belt, Christian, and Beltran. That's your outfield defense. Cabrera and Sandoval on the left side of the infield. Keppinger and Till on the right side. And Hector Sanchez, the rookie, will be behind the plate in the squat tonight, putting down the signs for Vogelsong. A lot of pressure on Hector Sanchez.
Here's Justin Sellers. Sellers takes high. Sellers played second base and went 0 for 2 in the game last night. .224, a home run, 10 RBIs. Vogelsong making his 25th start with Matt Kemp to follow. There's a strike. The hitting area is in the sunlight. The only defensive player in the sun is Justin Christian. Almost makes you feel special. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Gordon, Sellers, Sands, Ellis all have never faced Vogelsong before.
That's advantage to a guy like Vogelsong.
And he got him.
Two-seam sink, and it nailed him.
Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Sports Gallery. Meet Giants JT Snow at a special Sports Gallery signing event on Saturday, September 17th. For event details and reservations, visit sportsgalleryweb.com. Here's Kemp. Kemp at .319, 32 home runs, 107 RBIs. He went 2 for 4 in the game last night.
Had a monster year. I mean, he opened up day one, and it was obvious that he was a different player than what we saw last year. Nice 2-pitch sequence, outside inside, and that's what you have to do with a hitter like Kemp. You've got to move your location around. You've got to change speed. You have to change movement. Kemp last year hit .249. 28 home runs, 89 RBIs. This year, a different guy. And one of the things that he's done, he's quieted down his lower body. He's much more selective. He's seeing the strike zone better. He's not chasing below. He's not chasing above. Last year was pretty consistent. You could get him out of the strike zone. This year, you've got to work at it.
The 2-1 pitch is hit out of play. It's 2-2. We saw that out of Kemp literally opening day.
Opening day.
Opening day. He just didn't swing at stuff.
Good fastball that ran in on the hands of Kemp. He broke his bat. Bat boy came out with a couple of replacements. No, I want the corked one.
Triple X gamer.
That actually happened, folks. Let's take a look at our Ultra Moments brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. And that's what you call getting up a guy's bat right there on the label. And not many bats can withstand that type of pressure.
Yeah, didn't like the one the bat boy brought out.
Totally blew off the bat boy.
And a full count now to Kemp.
Revere on deck, chalking up, wanting to hit this inning.
Got him. 94 to him. Giants are coming up. Look at the Giants lineup brought to you by HP. Everybody on. It'll be Christian, Keppinger, and Beltran. Sandoval, the cleanup hitter. And you can see Sandoval's numbers this year against the Dodgers. Very good. Hill, Belt, and then Cabrera. Hector Sanchez will hit 8th. Vogelsong 9th.
On the hill tonight for the Dodgers will be the left-hander Dana Evelyn, 27-year-old, 6'1", 235-pounder out of Olympia, Washington. I remember Evelyn when he was a member of the Oakland A's back in the 2008 and 2009 seasons. Pitched down in Albuquerque this year, 12-8 with a 4.38 ERA. And this is what he has done to big leagues this year. Threw well against the Pirates. He's going to throw a fastball, high 80s with a lot of cuts, big slider and a changeup. But he's going to move in a lot of pitches trying to get in tight to right-handed hitters. That's his goal.
And Justin Christian will bat first. And he takes high and wide, 1 ball and no strikes. And there's a belt high strike called by Scott Berry, the home plate umpire.
Around the batting cage today during Giants batting practice session, we were talking about the at-bat that he had last night against Kershaw. And a bat came in the 8th inning with 2 outs and a runner at first. It was Darren Ford. He took 2 strikes against Clayton Kershaw, went into an 0-2 count to give Ford a chance to steal. And indeed Ford did steal, but I mean, you put yourself into an 0-2 hole. He took 2 pitches against Kershaw. You're in for a fight. It wound up being a 9-pitch at bat, and it really was a battle. And you can impress big league hitting coaches and managers when you do strike out, and that was the at bat that he had last night against Kershaw.
So Evelyn gets the strikeout.
The Dodgers defensively will set it up this way behind Evelyn. It will be Sands, Kemp, and Rivera. Pretty good arms across the board, but Kemp, an all-star gold glover, has got the best one. Gordon and Sellers on the left side of the Dodger infield. Carroll and Loney on the right side. A.J. Ellis will be in the squad, putting down the signs. And there is last night's winning pitcher, Clayton Kershaw, his 18th victory. And Those are his numbers. What a matchup we were all privileged to see between Kershaw and Lincecum. It was a classic.
Keppinger hitting .295. Keppinger had 4 at-bats last night and went 0 for 4. Carlos Beltran to follow. And this is skied out into right center field. It'll be Rivera who will put it away. All right, let's check in with Amy G.
All right, Dwayne, I've got a Buster Posey update, and it's a good one. Walked into the park today about 2:10, and Buster was playing catch with Giants head trainer David Greshner. They threw for about 7.5 minutes, and Buster spoke to the media afterwards and said he felt great. Said he was actually kind of giddy when Greshner called him to tell him he was going to play catch today, and he's going to head to Arizona 1 week from today and continue his rehab through the month of October. Gentlemen.
Beltran, high drive, left center field, and it is caught at the wall, and that'll end the inning. So Beltran falling just short. It's 0-0. Insurance report card. Pitchers that have won the Willie Mack Award. It's my partner who won it twice in '85 and '86, and then Dave Dravecki, Steve Bedrosian, Mark Leiter won it in '95, Mark Gardner in '01, Matt Cain in '09, and Ryan Vogelsong in 2011. Here's Juan Rivera, followed by James Loney, and then Sands, the rookie. Swinging a dribbler foul. A lot of first pitch swinging by both teams. So it's no balls and 1 strike to Juan Rivera here in the second inning.
Sitting on that inside corner.
Right back to Vogelsong. Oh, no, we have a special guest. We'd like to welcome our favorite closer into the booth. There's your camera.
Ladies and gentlemen, Papa's back. And he's in the booth. You guys remember that Adam Sandler CD, Toll Booth Willie?
Yeah, I do.
I'm coming out of the booth.
I do.
Except I'm in the booth.
So is this the adrenaline that you get when you're warming up? Probably not, huh?
It's a little adrenalized right now. New word.
Here's Loney. Well, you're going to find out one thing. It looks really easy from here.
It is a great shot of the bay. I don't get that view.
It is a good view.
I was out there earlier this year paddleboarding until someone told me about the red triangle and all the sharks.
They're here.
Haven't been back out since. Swinging a miss.
Now,
Strike 2.
I want you to know that if Loney strikes out, you get the call.
That's fine. You can see the paddleboarders out there right now. Better watch out for Sean Connery's submarine. He's out there.
The hunt for Red October.
In tight 1 and 2.
So how are you feeling? Update us about your health.
Updates. Feeling good. Nobody's logged in more bike hours this year than I have. Just been riding the bike, doing whatever kind of lifting I can. And should be back on the mound eventually. It's taking a little longer than expected. Just missed the outside corner there. Once I come back with a vengeance. Okay. A couple new pitches. Not just 1, 2. We talked about it earlier.
Split. You were talking about a split.
We were talking about a split. Call it leftovers because it falls off the table. Kipe.
Out of play. I don't know. I'm thinking that this knuckleball thing could really work for you.
Yeah, when I'm 50 and still in the league.
Yeah, but throw it at 95.
That's true. No, you can't hit 95 Knuck Johnsons.
A Knuck Johnson at 90.
And I would actually like to see Vogelsong wear back for that one right now for the K.
Here's the 2-2. Foul.
So how hard has the disabled list been for you? Just sitting there watching games knowing you can't play.
I'll tell you that. The disabled list is it's an interesting beast. You just sit back and watch baseball, and then you feel kind of left out. You know, you watch your team battle day in and day out, and you kind of want to get out there and you want to help them the best you can, and it's heartbreaking when you lose. But for the most part, it's time. Time is killing me.
Beltran's going to be on the move. He's not going to get it. This is Triple's alley. Let's see if Loney's got it in him. He's going to make it. It's a 1-out triple for James Loney. That's the spot where if you hit it in the right place, no matter how fast or slow you are, you get a chance to end up at third.
Well, they set up a way. It comes back down and in, and he has been a hot hitter. And just drops the head on it, finds the gap. And he does have good speed. I mean, Loney's a guy that isn't known for speed, but he can get and go. And pretty much an easy take, a third for him. Now it becomes a strikeout situation for Vogelsong.
Well, Sands is a young hitter. He is a guy that will strike out a lot. And the Giants will play the infield back. Sands hitting 191. And a first pitch breaking ball for a strike.
How about Vogelsong's story this year?
Yeah,
let's talk about that for a second.
It is. I mean, if it was in LA, you know, they'd think you were making it up, right? Because that's where they make up stories.
It will be a movie.
But you guys saw this early. When I got down there, you were talking about it.
Yeah. Guy comes into spring training ready. And the guy, perseverance. Let's talk about perseverance this guy's had. You know, overcoming being released, having to go to Japan, and then coming over here for just one glimpse of making the big league roster. Has an amazing spring training, probably the best amongst all starters. Then was told, you know, we don't have enough room for you. But he didn't give up then. And he sure hasn't given up now. And, you know, he made the roster due to unfortunate events and has been our workhorse. And, you know, what a great teammate as we gave him the Willie Mack Award last night.
Keppinger's only play is going to be at first. Coming in to score is Loney, so it's 1-0 LA.
Who had more fun at the All-Star game, you or Ryan Vogelsong? Now that's a beard right there.
That is so natural.
That could be you next spring.
How does one obtain that? Magic. Everyone's touching it. People want to pet it. The people with beards, they got to understand, there's a lot of oils in people's fingers. And for them to just get some grimy garlic in there, and what else we sell at the ballpark? Ice cream fingers, all up in the beard.
Yeah. Here's
garlic fries,
A.J. Ellis,
crab sandwiches. It's all in there.
And a strike to Ellis. No balls in one strike.
But to get back to the Vogelsong story, you guys both went to the All-Star game, and I mean, you enjoy that
I enjoy it. It's an honor.
But who had more fun, you or Vogie?
Had to have been Vogie. He was wide-eyed the whole time, just living it up, big-time experience. And like you said, it was a dream come true, and it's a dream come true every year. You know, for me, to be able to make the All-Star team, I don't take that for granted, but it was awesome to know that Boch had the authority and get to tell Vogelsong when he made it to the All-Star game. It was real special for him.
A run for the Dodgers after an inning and a half. LA 1, San Francisco 0. On Monday, it'll be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. There are dynamic deals set up for each game, some starting as low as $8. So go to sfgiants.com/dynamic deals. Get your tickets. September baseball, every fan counts.
You count.
So here's Sandoval, followed by Pill, and then Belt.
Interesting fact, the Giants are undefeated this year when scoring more runs than the opponent. So put that in the notebook.
There's Sandoval, who takes high, 1 ball and no strikes.
Okay, so here's what we do up here. Kipe is play-by-play. So he'll call the play, and then they replay it. Then I'm the color guy. I do the analysis. So you take my part. Next play.
No, I'm the sloppy story guy that has no bearing on the game itself.
Yeah, but you see, this is an opportunity for your future when you're 50 and you retire as a knuckleballer.
Knuckleball closer with 742 saves.
742.
Aim.
You're going to go right to the booth. It's a natural.
On the ground to third, it'll be Sellers with Pill coming up. This
Looking
is
very
the All-Star
professional.
game. Take a look at this.
Hat off, breathing it in, and then confusion. America, you're welcome. Creepy look. Hi.
Well, the whole deal is to have fun, right?
Exactly. If you're not having fun, you're not living. But when you're in between the lines, you take it serious, take your job serious, do it right, play the game the right way, and you'll win.
Well, here's a guy that's had some good at-bats since he's been up here. That's Brett Pill. Took an 0 for 3 yesterday, but a lot of people did against Clayton Kershaw. Bounces this one off his foot.
But we've seen you in the morning or at Starbucks having a coffee, and you know, you're pretty normal. And then all of a sudden you get to the game, and you know, you put your game face on when you get to the ballpark, and when they start playing your theme music and you start going out there between the lines, you're a different guy, totally different guy. And how do you deal with the responsibility of having to close out a game with 42,000 people looking at you?
I love it. Let's be honest. 42,000 Giants fans screaming, rooting me on. I mean, What else could I think about right there? Just running onto the field. Everyone's looking at you. What's there to be nervous about? Now we're at home. I feed off the energy of the crowd. We get the best fans in baseball. And last year it was fact. We were #1.
Hill bounces it foul. Yeah, you told me the other day, you said the thing you miss most is walking off the mound.
It's the roar of the crowd. Keeps you going. It's like when you make a great golf shot. That's why you keep teeing off. We're not good at golf. No.
Belt to follow. 1 out. The 0-2 pitch to Pill. 1-2.
How did you pick your theme song, House of Pain, Jump Around? How'd you pick it? Because it's perfect.
Yeah, I picked it because I'm Irish, and that's sweet in itself. And they're Irish rappers, and that doesn't exist in the world. So I thought, these guys, they have it dialed in.
Kind of a contradiction in terms, isn't it?
I think so, but they have it so dialed in that it'd be a dishonor to not play them in the 9th inning. And at first, nobody really understood what was going on, which is fine. I figured that people would want to get out of their seats in the 9th inning and get ready for a new show. A weird one.
Here's Belt. And Belt jumps out of the way. I'm wondering, when youngsters like Belt, and Phil's not young, but he's young to the big leagues, do they walk softly around you until they get to know you?
Not at all.
No?
I'm a warm individual, Kipe.
Well, I mean, we know that, but they might not know that.
Well, it starts in spring training. And these guys are around us in spring training, and that's the time when you have no accountability. It's the fun baseball. You're getting ready for the season, and you're playing fun baseball, and you might falter, but you're going out there and you're still competing, and there's not too much pressure. So they get to know your personality. And if you're going to be in the Giants clubhouse, let's be honest, folks, you got to have a little bit of personality, and you got to be on your toes, because you're going to get yard sailed.
And you better be able to take it, right?
And that's a new term, yard sailing. Use that daily.
Foul. If that would have been fair, and I said that's a yard sale, would that have been proper?
He could say he just yard sailed that ball. Well, speaking of which, do you guys ever do mid-game calls, like being an oracle?
Oh, yeah.
Of course you do.
Here's the 1-2 to Belt. It's in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I mean, it's not as obvious as when it's in the dugout. I mean, when Brett Pill hit his first home run, there was 15 guys in your dugout that called it. So there were 15 oracles.
I saw that you guys brought it down to Amy G earlier. I'm a little upset that I didn't get to.
You will.
Yes, I will.
Belt shoots one past Gordon for a 2-out single.
Nice at bat. Lefty against lefty.
We can never get enough of this. Check it out. Do you remember? Where were you?
Well, if you saw the baby competition, I know where some people were. And that's a good celebration.
Wow. Who's the first person you called?
Gosh, I don't even think I could use my phone. It was blown up.
Here's Cabrera.
I got 4,000 messages, and I couldn't get back to everybody, so I just panicked and threw it away.
Well, that solves a lot of problems.
It was
sure does.
It was quite a night. Belt with his lead with 2 outs. Look, when it's all said and done, the best way to end that is with a strikeout, and not someone looking but someone swinging. That's the best way to end it.
Yeah, you know, when you're a kid and you're dreaming of that situation, you're not dreaming of a ground ball to the second base. That's not. There's no glory in that. It's not fun.
And
I have my binoculars, and you guys keep talking about these gamer babes from Half Moon Bay, and I don't know where they are.
All right, well, we'll start.
We're going to have a new term. It's the Marina Mamacitas. You know who you are. For the moms in the marina, they're extremely nice to me at Starbucks, and I thank you. Marina Mamacitas.
1 ball and 1 strike. Slowly hit to third. Sellers. Side retired. Hey, when we come back at some point, Willie gets to throw it to Amy G.
Yes, that's what she said.
Named the only Giants pitcher in the San Francisco era to start 10 or more games and finish a season with an earned run average under 2. What you think about that one?
I don't start, so it's not me. Correct.
It's Jamie Carroll standing in, followed by Eveland and then D. Gordon. We're with Brian Wilson, who is on the comeback trail as Carroll takes
Comeback Player of the Month. Do they have that award?
Comeback Player of the Month. They do not.
And they should start.
But you can start it.
And I will.
Sandoval is in at third. I have to tell you that we saw a grim Brian Wilson in Atlanta one day before you went to see the doctor.
Oh, Dr. Andrews.
You looked worried.
Well, he's just an elbow genius. And I had to go take a flight down there and hear some okay news. It was okay. You know, the news that you're expecting is you've yard sailed your UCL and you're going to be done. Yeah. And I didn't get that news. I got a little mild flexor strain there, Mr. Wilson.
So that was good news.
It is good news.
Well, you've already been through the Tommy John one time.
Sure have.
It's going to be a tough play. Who's going to make it? It's going to be Keppinger, and Carroll beats it out.
Let's bring it down to Amy G.
I'm trying not to lose my cool right now. Thank you, Brian. You mentioned that the Giants are undefeated when they outscore their opponent. Very true.
Correct.
Also, tonight is the 10th time that they have donned the Gigantes jersey, and they are 7-2 when they wear those jerseys. Brian, fact, too much awesome. You choose.
That's a scientific fact, Amy G. Thank you.
Here's Evelyn, who's going to bunt, and he bunts it out in front of home plate, and Vogelsong just takes the out at first. 1-4 on the sacrifice bunt, and that'll bring up D. Gordon.
This guy's lightning quick.
He is lightning quick, which means that if you're on defense, you better come in a little bit on the infield and be on your toes.
Second generation guy, too, is old man Tom.
Flash
Gordon.
Guy threw chunder, and he was jacked.
And you rooted for him. I mean, you're from the great Northeast, and you rooted for the Boston Red Sox as a kid, and he was a member of those teams.
I rooted lightly for the Red Sox, Giants fans, okay? So do not hold that against me, or actually hold it against me.
Gordon hit a fly ball to shallow left field that Belt tracked down. Sellers to follow. 1-0 LA. And this is hit off the end of the bat to Keppinger. 2 outs. Well, we also had a shot of Brian Wilson.
Yes.
This is a strong man, folks.
Strength feet right here. Crack. You don't want none. So if you decide to bring a bat out to the mound and charge, just understand.
And we shot at Guillermo, who just shook his head and smiled.
Shook his head in disbelief. That just happened, Moda.
It's true. Break a bat with a beard. That is hard to believe.
Here's Sellers.
There is Moda.
He's one of the best.
Talking to Sean Dunston, who doesn't stop talking, by the way.
Ever?
Ever. He has a nicely groomed mustache, though. I will give him that. Look how gorgeous he keeps it.
It is. It's trim.
I think they're actually talking about that right now. Poppy, how do you think my mustache looks good? Bueno.
There's a strike to...
Do you like my turtleneck, Moda? I do. I like your turtleneck. Do you like my jacket? Let me wipe the spit off my mustache here.
Looks like pretty intense conversation, I got to tell you.
Never stops talking.
Can get intense about facial hair, as we know.
Well, when you were a kid and you were rooting for the Red Sox, did you root for pitchers? Were you rooting for players? And did you see yourself as a player in the big leagues or a pitcher?
Yeah, I saw myself playing Major League Baseball. It was definitely a dream of mine.
Sandoval is going to throw in the dirt, and Pill picks it, and Vogelsong strands Carroll at third. 1-0 Dodgers. We'll be back. Here's the question. Name the only Giants pitcher in the San Francisco era to start 10 or more games and finish a season with an ERA under 2.00. Bob Bolin. In 1968, a 1.99 ERA as Hector Sanchez stands in. We're with Brian Wilson for this half inning.
And this is the inning we score 37 runs.
I wanted to ask you something. We saw last year, every day, you played dominoes with Juan Uribe.
I certainly did.
This is hit on the ground to Gordon. So now you got to face the guy. What's that like?
Well, I only faced him once. It didn't fare too well, but you're not my friend on the field unless you're wearing a Giants uni.
Yeah. Well, Lincecum hit him twice, and he didn't take too kindly to that.
That's too bad. Get out of the way. I mean, he hit him in the elbow guard.
Yeah.
We're not trying to throw at people out there. Sometimes it slips and gets the best of you.
Especially a guy you have to pitch inside.
Exactly. We're not out there just laying heaters middle for you to just yard sale and have fun and hit homers and ruin our stats. That's not why we signed up. So if we hit you, my bad. Take first.
It's a gift.
Vogelsong, 1 ball and 1 strike.
But if I take one of your 97s in the ribs, I will remember it.
Good.
The 1-1 pitch to Vogelsong. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Oh, man. We miss watching you trot in from the bullpen, I got to tell you. And we hear it everywhere we go around town, across the country. When are you coming back?
Well, you know, the interesting thing about my jog now is my pants have gotten tighter for some reason.
It happens.
And it's got to be a new material, because I put these things on and they're skin tight, and it's not like they were loose before. I like them snug. We know this.
Well, even broadcasting 2 innings, you're going to gain weight. Trust me.
Take high offense to that. I have not been eating cakes and pies.
Vogelsong strikes out. Wednesday, cameras catch everything.
Look at those pants. Oh. It's a good back shot side of me.
How'd that feel?
That was in San Diego. That felt decent. We're just working on a motion that feels better, so I don't throw across my body. I get my hips through and get that powerful fastball that I came up with.
Yeah, that was a pretty good fastball. We remember it well in Denver. On the ground to Sellers. This is going to be a quick inning. Brian's going to hang around a half inning to be with John Miller. I'm going to head over to the radio side. Here it's 1-0 Dodgers.
Great selection of seats and the freedom to choose where you want to sit. Visit StubHub to search for hard-to-get tickets to the upcoming series against the Padres starting tomorrow. StubHub is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the Giants, so head to StubHub and choose your seats today. StubHub, we're going to the 4th inning, and joining us here in the booth now is our old pal John Miller. John, welcome.
And what's he doing here?
Well, we have a special guest tonight. Brian Wilson is here with us. Giants trailing the Dodgers 1-0. He's going to try and get a couple runs back.
I have my Sharpie, and I'm ready.
Well, it's good to see you.
It's great to see you as well. Always enjoy you.
The Dodgers have Matt Kemp leading it off here, and he takes ball 1. So I don't know what you guys have been talking about over here, but
well, he's updated
about how beautiful your voice is, John. It's so smooth, bassy, light treble.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. 1 ball and no strikes to Matt Kemp, who struck out in the first inning.
Well, Brian has updated us about his progress and how his arm is, and he's basically talked about how he's missed playing. So after that, it's free reign. You can ask away.
All right. Matt Kemp
We're going to have to eliminate me. You need to eliminate me. Sorry, pal. Here you go.
That's power, isn't it?
Sure is. Drawing on the screen.
Along the right field line, Beltran, no. Into the first archway. Kemp with his great speed, going to try for third, and he'll make it without a throw. And the Dodgers have their second triple of the game.
He sets up on the inside corner. I mean, that's to the glove. I mean, he hits his spot, and he basically beats the scout report right here. And when a guy can inside out with that type of pop, and it does help that he gets a bit of a break. This ball just barely fair, but once it stays fair with his speed, an easy three-bagger.
Yeah, he is no slough. He's got some severe power up there on the plate.
I don't know of another player who has got as many tools as this guy. Last year hit 249, hard to believe.
I know, and this year he's got 32 homers, hitting above 300. One of the MVP candidates. Really put it together.
Juan Rivera, the hitter now, and the infield stays back, and there's ball one. Now, Matt Kemp, how did he hit that ball last night? Lincecum, two-strike changeup. Looked like it was going to bounce in front of home plate.
Exactly, and it just barely stayed fair. Oh, when you got it going on good, it just keeps going for you, and that was fortunate for him.
Hill got a glove on it, but there's nobody at first, and scoring is Kemp. He would have scored anyway, and it is 2-0 LA. This is the play we're talking about last night. 2 strikes, 2 down, nobody on. Change up in the dirt.
Swing and bunt.
Then he stole second and just did beat this throw.
Now, we thought that they actually had him, but it was within an inch. You couldn't blame the umpire, and you get this up the middle, tie ball game. I mean, what do you say to Lincecum after that?
Gosh, it's time and time again we have to just pat him on the back and say, great job again tonight. Unfortunately, sorry we couldn't pull it off for you.
Here's Loney, and that's a ball off the outside. The other part of that play, the swinging bunt, Stewart said that ordinarily he would have gone after that ball, and he feels like he might have even been able to make a play, but the ball was going to bounce in the dirt. He needed to drop to his knees to block it so he could grab it.
I hate to do this to children, but I have to eliminate me again. Hey, gone! I just eliminated Vogelsong.
Well, all these Brian Wilson fans, and you've banished them.
Because I'm banished. But I'm coming back.
You will be back.
Yes.
Before the season's over?
I believe so, John.
And is that, if the Giants said to you, listen, the pennant race is all but over, why do it? Why not just rest and get ready for next year?
And that's when I take the mound anyways, John, because I'm a competitor. And you need to take the mound to go into your off season to clear your head. Make sure, okay, everybody just chill out. He's ready. He's logged in 4 innings at the end of the season. He's fine. He'll come into spring training ready again, and we'll go from there.
2-1 the count to Loney, and 2-2. So that way it would be a big thing for you just to get back out and not.
Yeah, exactly. But resting as well. I'm not going to fight anybody for it. It's if they want me to rest longer, I don't see that being something of difficult to do for me. I mean, I've already sat out for 30 days now, and if they want me to get 7 months rest, I mean, hey, they're paying me and they're my boss. Gotta listen to them. Even though I don't like listening all the time.
We'd like to be the boss.
Yes.
Yeah. We'd like to be able to tell you what to do. I want you to go down there tonight and just get ready for the 9th inning.
You know what? I might do that. I say, hey, Boach, I'm going to run down normal stuff. I'm going to warm up, and then don't put me in.
Well, it would be a heck of a cheer, I got to tell you.
Gosh, I'd love that. And then
Cabrera with an acrobatic throw to second, not in time to get Rivera.
But then the letdown would be just as big.
It would be a letdown. But if you did come back, I mean, I know you say you want to throw 4 innings. Why not throw 5 and maybe get 40 saves? You're 35 saves. You've been sitting on them for a month.
That's true. It's a benchmark number, but I don't play for commission. If the Giants are going to win a game and I can be a part of it, that's gravy. But if I go through a season and we're winning and I get 5 saves, I'm fine with it. That's what being a team player is. Now, obviously, at the end of the season, we have 5 saves. It doesn't look that hot, but hey, if we're winning, I'm all for it. Got 25 guys on the team, not just one.
Jerry Sands, the hitter, into the hole again. Cabrera again, and too late again.
This is unbelievable.
3 consecutive infield hits for the Dodgers.
That's the first time I've seen that.
I mean, Vogelsong's making good pitches. He's getting the ground ball he's pitching for. He's jamming guys, and they're just finding lanes where guys can't get to him. You can see where Cabrera is. He's got a little bit of a step to the left.
That's the beauty of pitching. There's often times in the 9th when you come out there and you feel really good and you're hitting your spots and you get that broken bat single and you lose. And then there's times where you can't find the strike zone and you somehow muster 3 outs and you win.
I like those nights.
I love those. I bet you love commentating on those nights.
Well, we do like our torture here in San Francisco.
Brian Wilson with a 3-2 pitch, and he struck him out. Giants hold on to the victory. I've heard that 1,000 times.
Oh, a balk. A balk has been called.
In fact, Laz Diaz, the second base umpire, made the call.
Come on, Laz.
And now Vogelsong goes over to find out what it was.
Now, as far as me getting mad at this, am I some legal?
Oh, yeah, let her rip.
I don't want to get fined by the league.
Not a problem. I'll pay the fine.
Yeah, that's Kruk said he would pay the fine. Let's see if we can see it here.
That little lean right there. That was a balk. You see a little lean here, and he sort of drifts forward right there. And it was subtle. That's a ticky-tack balk, but, you know, technically Laz Diaz called it correctly.
And so it goes for the Giants right now. Another run is in after 3 consecutive infield singles. Runners at second and third, still nobody out. A.J. Ellis takes ball 1.
It's hard to find your composure.
John, I never got to congratulate you on your award, by the way. Well done.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Very well deserved.
Congratulations on winning the World Series, by the way.
Thank you.
I mean, I was there at the parade, and
the parade was special.
Seen you many times, but
got a little hectic there at one point when I jumped on the fence and it came down. And the panic started setting in.
So it's all part of the legend now.
Yeah, thanks for the ring, by the way.
It looks great. Does it get in the way of playing with the baseball?
Yeah, it kind of feels like you have a batting donut on your finger, you know?
I bet that finger's strong now.
Oh, much stronger.
We never show that on camera, what Kruk actually does all through every game while he's paying close attention to the game. Breaking for the plate is Loney, and Cabrera throws him out. Loney never gets to the plate. And holding at second was Sands. Ellis safe at first. Well, this was the day back on the 3rd of November through the streets of San Francisco.
Bat enough. Enjoying themselves with the libation.
Well, definitely a day we'll never remember. Or never forget, I should say.
Never remember. You're right, because we're going to win 10 more. We're going to forget about it.
Well, there was so much excitement, and it truly was a group of guys who banded together, a very tight-knit group in the clubhouse. But what about now? Is that coming undone? Is the group down? How would you characterize it?
I don't. You can't put the Giants down. We're always in good spirits. I mean, for us to get this far and have our key guys out for the season, I mean, most teams would have just probably given up then when Freddie was out, and Buster, and other guys getting hurt. You could just sit there and give up, but we kept fighting on, and just a few games here and there that you lost, and then all this Arizona going on this nasty run, playing out of their mind. That's what it takes to win the World Series. Coming together, winning a ball game, no matter what. And those guys, they're dialed in over there. But no, our spirits are up. We're still playing baseball. We're still competing, and we still have a shot. It's a miracle shot, but we're not out. Season is not over.
Infield fly rule called here as Cabrera grabs it. And Carroll is retired. Out number 2, and the pitcher, Evelyn, is going to come up. Well, Giants fans, and that was, I think, the best thing about that whole season last year was Giants fans, Giants players. It was a big party, and everybody just basked in the sheer joy of it. It seemed like game after game, and right through till November the 1st, and it carried over right into this season.
The confidence was high. The rally towels were out. People were screaming, wearing panda hats, Linscomb hair, beards on babies. It was when you came to the ballpark at SF, at our stadium, it was an automatic win, and that's the kind of confidence that a team feeds off.
So I'm at the park tonight, and a Giants fan comes up to me, and he said, "John, Giants' magic number is 27. Now, some people are talking about what Arizona's magic number is, and I said, "What do you mean the Giants' magic number?" And he says, "Any combination of Giants wins and Arizona losses equaling 27 eliminates Arizona." I said, "Now that's a Giants fan."
That's some serious math. Props to him.
So I did the math, and he's absolutely correct. So there you go. And the curveball in for a strike to Evelyn. Magic number 27.
Our Giants fans are really intelligent. You should never doubt them.
They are unique.
Yes, indeed. For them to embrace the machine, some special folks out there.
That is strike 3 call. Brian Wilson, Giants closer, Giants broadcaster. We prefer you down in the bullpen, but we enjoyed having you here tonight. Many thanks.
Thank you.
Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Baseball Associates, LP.
From AT&T Park, the Giants and the Dodgers, and McDonald's true stories in this date in Giants history. At Candlestick Park, 1967, Gaylord Perry had a club record 40-inning scoreless streak going, and it ended when the Cubs scored an unearned run in the 7th inning, although the Giants eventually won it anyway, 2-1. Gaylord Perry, future Hall of Famer, would later have a 39-inning scoreless streak 3 seasons after that, 1970. And that may have been even more impressive. 1970 was a great hitters season after a massive baseball expansion. I'm John Miller with Mike Krukow, Dwayne Kuiper. Kuiper is over on the radio side right now. Dave Fleming is on assignment.
On assignment.
For the United States government. Can't really talk about it.
Yes, it's top secret.
There's ball one too high to Keppinger. I hear he'll be back tomorrow. Actually, he was with Stanford today. I think he's going to be very pleased when he gets back tomorrow. Stanford with a 44-14 win today over Duke. Andrew Luck, 4 touchdown passes. Jeff Keppinger hit a fly ball to right center his first time. The Giants have only 1 hit. And the first half of this inning could have gotten out of hand in a hurry. Dodgers had a run in. They had the bases loaded. They got a second run on a balk. They had runners at second and third and nobody out. And 2 runs in. And that's where Ryan Vogelsong was able to draw the line.
Yeah, you're right. It could have been disaster. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen 3 infield singles. All right, the leadoff triple, that happens. That's a run that's probably going to score. But now 3 infield singles and then a balk. Now you're talking about an inning that could go completely weird. And Ryan Vogelsong, he bowed his neck and he pitched through it, minimized the damage, and that's what you do.
And not even just 3 infield singles in the inning, 3 in a row. 3 consecutive batters had infield singles. So you and Brian Wilson concur on that one. As Brian said, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, we do concur. What a pleasure to have Brian Wilson up here and an opportunity to let everybody know how he's doing and where he's at in his rehab.
2-2 to Keppinger. D. Gordon. 1 away here in the 4th.
Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Big O Tires. Post your comments about the San Francisco Giants on the Big O Tires sports blog at csnbayarea.com.
Carlos Beltran drove one back near the wall, near the 382 marker his first time. This time right to D. Gordon. And 2 down. 2 down, nobody on. Well, we were kidding with Brian Wilson, saying as well as he was doing on television, we'd much rather see him out in the bullpen for a 9th inning save. And he kidded around about just running down to the bullpen to warm up, just for the excitement of it. And you mentioned how the place would just go nuts. Well, they went nuts all year long every time he went out to the bullpen.
Every time. And not just here. We'd see it on the road. He would get up and throw. And I'm not talking about this division either. Interleague play, back east, in the Central Division, wherever the Giants were, when he would get up and start throwing, it was a scene.
That one snaps in there for a called strike to Pablo Sandoval. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That slider really has been a good pitch for Evelyn.
2 down, nobody on. Pablo grounded out to third his first time. 3-0, LA leading. Got the high strike. Pablo was not pleased. 1-2.
Set up on that inside corner. I think he feels his ball is inside and it's high, and I think I agree with him. Most of what you see from Barry is going to be down around the knees. He doesn't have many high strikes.
And that is the bloop. Not this time for D. Gordon, who made a spectacular catch on a bloop in the first inning last night that cost the Giants a run.
They go right back inside. This thing goes up the bat, but as strong as the Panda is, he fights it off and throws it out over the head of Gordon. So for just the second time tonight, the Giants have a base runner here with 2 outs in the 4th. Evelyn has been awesome so far. Giants have been able to do a whole lot with him.
Brett Pill, who struck out his first time, whacks one down the left field line. Fair. Pablo to third. A double for Pill with Belt coming up.
Now, he had a pretty good pitch to hit. They set the target on the inside corner. It goes out over the plate away right there above the belt. And for Brett Pill, who's seeing it well right now, you make a mistake the location and he's going to make you pay. So with 2 outs, Giants make a little noise here.
First double of Pill's career, coming in his 12th major league at bat. 0-1. Belt hit a single, and he gave Evelyn quite a battle. And then he lined a single for the Giants' only other hit until this inning. The 2 down here, Sandoval with a bloop single over shortstop. Now Pill a double down the left field line. So Belt trying to get the clutch 2-out hit. 0-2 the count. Brandon Belt quickly behind in the count to Evelyn.
Yeah, they're bunching him. They're giving him the line. They're taking away the gaps. Slightly to left field.
One ball, 2 strikes. Fastball down and in. Brandon Belt trying to get the Giants clutch hit here. And hits have been in short supply lately for him anyway. So Belt trying to come through here. And that's foul over to the LA dugout. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Evelyn working that inside corner with a fastball, and for the outside part of the plate, he'll go with that slider. The slider really has been his money pick tonight. He hasn't made many location mistakes with the slider. He's made a couple with the fastball, and that's what's put him in this jam right now.
Caught at third.
Unbelievable.
Sellers with the quick reactions. So bad luck for Belt. On to the 5th.
Our Bank of America's 1-2-3 presented by Bank of America card, cash rewards credit card. And for Ryan Vogelsong, this is the first of 3 strikeouts. Justin Sellers with a good sinker. He goes back in again and he gets Kemp. And just for style points, he strikes out the pitcher, Dana Evelyn. And that is our Bank of America's 1-2-3.
Top of the order against Vogelsong here in the 5th. D. Gordon, Justin Sellers, a couple of rookies, and then Matt Kemp. Called a strike on the inside. They're in the last of the 7th in Arizona, and the Padres lead 5-3 over the D-backs. And the count is 0-2. Now, Brian Wilson looked totally kind of flummoxed by this whole Giants fan who came up with the magic number where the Giants actually clinched the division. Nobody ever talks about the magic number for the team that's in second place. But this Giants fan I ran into before the game had done it. Is it a foul or did it hit him? He thinks it hit him. And the plate umpire wants him to come back home. D. Gordon runs to first. One of the Dodger trainers is going to go out and see if he's okay. But the plate umpire, Scott Barry, is saying, hey, you got to come back home.
Barry, I don't think is going to get off this one. Imagine when they say it hit him on the wrist. It may have pinched the bottom of the palm of his hand as it hung over the knob of the bat, but I don't think Barry's going to have this argument. Well, nobody's going to change his mind, let's put it that way. You throw a fastball inside where you're supposed to pitch him, and it hits the knob. Now, it may have pinched the palm of his hand a little bit, but still, what Scott Barry is basing his decision on is what he heard.
Well, he heard what we just saw.
I mean, that's wood right there, and that's what he heard.
Mattingly, the third base umpire, the crew chief, John Hirschbeck, has come over as well. I guess Mattingly's whole case is, well, if it hit the bat, why does it hurt so much?
Yeah, well, he's bleeding and there's a compound fracture.
0-2. Well, where's he going?
He's just trying to squeeze some life back into his hand. I don't doubt that it pinched the bottom of his hand. But it's the sound that did him in. It sounded too much like wood.
Two strikes to count to Gordon. Off the outside with a fastball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I did the math anyway in this magic number.
Yeah.
27. The magic number is any combination of Giants wins and Arizona losses equaling 27. The Giants clinch. So I did the math on it, but it kind of. Pablo up to his feet. He got him. Nice play.
Well, that's a great play, keeping that type of speed off the base paths. And when it was all said and done, it wasn't even close. All right, time now for our forward right choice. So why not make it the Panda going well to his left, going flat on his belly, spearing it and throwing out one of the fastest guys in baseball, and he does it so beautifully, it ain't even close. Our forward right choice. Ryan Vogelsong appreciates that one.
Here's Justin Sellers. And a cutter on the outside for a strike. Anyway, when you do the math on the thing, to get 27 for the magic number, to eliminate Arizona, you start with the Giants going 18-0.
Well, that's a good start.
And then Arizona would have to go no better than 8-9, and then the Giants eliminated. Right in the hip pocket of Jeff Keppinger to retire Sellers. 2 down.
Well, we want to say happy birthday to Leo. 12 years old today. So happy birthday, Meat. That's right. And that's after a lot of cotton candy. Their end. As well they should be. That's what happens when you're 12 years old.
Maybe a couple of Ghirardelli Sundays in there, too.
Oh, yeah.
2 down, nobody on, and MVP candidate Matt Kemp comes up. He has struck out, and then he tripled into the right field corner, starting the 2-run 4th inning rally. LA leads the game 3-0 here in the 5th. And it's 0-1.
Well, this is how you want to pitch to him. 2 outs and nobody on.
Kemp, his numbers are rather remarkable when you consider he's 3rd in batting average, 3rd in home runs, 3rd in runs batted in, 2nd in slugging percentage, 4th in on base percentage, 2nd in steals. Keppinger, and that's all for Kemp. And he hadn't had much help in the lineup either. Strong inning there for Vogelsong.
Other than that, he's pretty good. Left that are going to be sold as season tickets. You got to act right now before they get sold out. And to do so, call 415-972-2298. Again, that's 415-972-2298, or go to sfgiants.com/season.
Now the Giants into the fifth inning. And the low strike given to Orlando Cabrera. It's 0-1. Cabrera grounded out to third in the second inning. He'll be followed by Hector Sanchez and then Ryan Vogelsong. And the changeup is off the outside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Now that's Eland's game. I mean, he has to pitch to contact. He's the kind of guy that he's going to feel like he can determine how hard you hit it. And he's been very effective tonight, the way that he's gone about taking the sting out of the Giants at bats.
Matt Kemp eases over. 1 away.
Just like that, a nice, comfortable over. Well, Giants baseball on Comcast Sports at Bay Area is brought to you by Lenardi's Markets. Lenardi's has a special offer for Bay Area shoppers. Visit Lenardi's.com and print out your coupon today. Lenardi's Markets, quite simply the best.
Here's Hector Sanchez, only 21 years old. It is a Fiesta Gigantes night here at the ballpark. 7th annual. Just got a piece of that one. Took a little something off that pitch, and the count is 0-1. Sanchez grounded to short his first time. I remember the very first time the Giants wore the Gigantes. They did well in that game, and they wanted to keep wearing them because it seemed to have a good vibe attached to it.
Wasn't it the night that they unveiled the Marichal statue?
I think it was, yeah. And the president from the Dominican Republic came up, and the first lady, and a lot of other dignitaries were present for the ceremonies. It was a great night and a great statue out in right near the Lefty O'Doul Bridge side of the ballpark. It really captures the grace and style of the great Hall of Fame right-hander Marichal. The Giants won wearing those Gigantes jerseys. Sellers still got him.
Well, nice footwork by James Loney.
James Loney's pretty smooth over there at first base.
Well, a beautiful thing about being at third base, you have time to regroup, and he goes to his bare hand. Really just rocks back, doesn't even take a shuffle step. Didn't feel like he had the time, and when it was all said and done, not even close.
Hector Sanchez, who actually runs like a catcher. Ball 1 to Vogelsong, who struck out his first time. And a nearly full moon is resting high above San Francisco Bay, out from our view, out beyond the Willie Mays Wall, right? Here's a look at it, out beyond, above the 421 sign. Not quite full. There must be a word for that, though, when it's almost full.
Well, is it waning or is it waxing? I mean, that looks pretty full to me.
Yeah, what part is missing? I don't see it.
I can just fill it in over here, just a little bit over there. There you go.
You see the tranquility base? There's a foul out of play off to the right.
I think I just eliminated it.
Uh-oh. They've NASA has had a satellite go up there, or some kind of a probe, taking photos all around the moon, and they found some of the bases of the old moon landings and stuff, and they could still, with the cameras from the probe, they could see the footprints still on the moon from the astronauts who were walking on the moon.
1969. That's pretty amazing. But you look at that moon and it explains some of the Dodgers' hits, I'll tell you that.
For the Giants, it's full moon, empty arms. It's beautiful, but the Giants are coming up empty. They have had 3 hits. They have not been able to get anybody on base in this game until there were 2 down in an inning already. So here's Christian, the leadoff man, who has struck out and grounded out to third. Vogelsong getting a walk with 2 down. Strike 1. So Danny Evelyn, he's well traveled. Been with several ball clubs. I remember he'd been with Milwaukee for a while, Oakland. He knows how to pitch. He's always been kind of the stylish left-hander. A ball and a strike.
He's the type of pitcher, though, I think it's so frustrating when you're struggling as an offense and all of a sudden, boom, you get down a couple runs. He's not the kind of guy you want to face because he's not going to ever challenge you with any speed you're looking for. It's not his game. His game is to feint, punch, jab, move around. He's never going to stand in there and go toe-to-toe with you with a fastball.
Everything comes in at a different speed.
Yeah, change location, change movement, change speed.
2-1 the count. Carroll to Gordon for the force out on Vogelsong. On to the 6th inning. 3-0 LA.
Coors Light Freeze Can, and we go back to the 4th inning, 2 on, 2 outs. And Brandon Belt does this, hits a bullet right to Justin Sellers, and that ends the rally. And that has been that kind of night so far. It's all about the change. That's our Coors Light Freeze Cam, brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
So maybe it's small consolation to Belt at that point, but I think manager Bruce Bochy was pleased to see him have that kind of an at-bat.
He's had 2 at-bats against Evelyn, and both of the at-bats have been solid. One was a hit, one was a shot that was caught. And I agree. I think Belt has definitely showed something to Bochy that Bochy will like.
Juan Rivera, the cleanup man, leads off for LA. He got an infield hit to knock in a run back in the 4th. He is 1 for 2. That's a strike. We're in the 6th inning. The Giants are trailing LA 3-0. I'm John Miller with Mike Krukow. Dwayne Kuiper is over on the radio side right now. Also, Amy G is with us. Amy Gutierrez. 1 strike to count to Rivera. Loney on deck. That's into left center. Belt gloves it on a bounce. Second hit for Rivera. Let's go down to Amy G.
All right, thanks so much, John. Monday, the Giants take on the San Diego Padres. They're also going to try and strike out hunger. It's the annual Giants food drive. Fans bring 5 cans or $5, and you're going to receive a reusable San Francisco Giants bag. Now, if you can't make that game but you want to donate, you still can. Any other home game, take your donation to guest services on the promenade level. Important day, gentlemen.
And I should have said, let's go up to Amy G. Looks like she's upstairs.
The view level.
James Loney. The foul tip on that curveball from Ryan Vogelsong. It's 0-1. Loney has hit a triple into right center. Hit it out to the 421 marker out there. Then he got an infield hit back in the 4th. He's 2 for 2. 8th inning in Arizona, 5-3. The Padres leading the D-backs. Loney, who's been a hot hitter, he was hitting at what, in the 230s halfway through the season.
It was ugly. And a lot of people in Los Angeles were thinking that he was playing himself out of LA, but all of a sudden he has turned around his fortunes. Put 50 points or just about that on his batting average, hitting 280 as he steps in for this at bat.
I'm sure there were many days where he thought he would never see the light of a 280 batting average this year again. 1-2 the count to him.
Well, they got on him about his home run production last year. He's always been a guy who's hit around 300 and has always been a good, solid contact hitter. But he wasn't putting up the power numbers. And in L.A., they were pointing fingers at him because the team wasn't winning. You play a corner infield position, you're supposed to hit home runs. He wasn't doing it. So he changed his stroke. And it really put him in a funk.
He was the RBI leader on the club for much of last year, and then he really finished poorly the last 6-8 weeks of the season, just into a profound slump, and it carried over. As you say, and it's not like he never hits home runs, it's just not a big part of his game. But as the old bromide in baseball, if you're a corner infielder, you're supposed to hit home runs. You're supposed to be a power man.
That pitch was by design. He elevated after he established the knees throughout the at-bat. On a payoff pitch, he goes above the letters, and this is a perfect elevator fastball. And Loney, who will chase above and below, cannot lay off. Grab some pine meat. Strikeout number 4 for Vogelsong.
So with 1 out, Jerry Sands, the rookie, comes up. Phillies beat the Brewers tonight on the out-of-town scoreboard for the 3rd night in a row at Miller Park, Milwaukee. And that's, the Brewers are way ahead in the Central Division, but nobody beat them at Miller Park, not 3 in a row. They were 50-19 at home when that series began. And of course, 2 clubs that are both headed to the postseason with a shot of facing each other in the postseason. And Sunday, the Brewers going to be a little uptight. The Cardinals won again tonight, and the Cardinals are 6 games out. The bat flies into the seats as the ball lands in the glove of Keppinger, and the throw to first is not in time to double up Rivera. Man, there were a lot going on in that play.
Ooh, boy, it's scary when you get a broken bat going up. And I think everybody's okay. They're smiling. Look at that. I mean, that is a jagged piece of wood right there. That could do some damage. Fortunately, everybody's all right. Sands gets completely sawed in half.
Man. I don't like seeing it even sitting there in the stands.
No.
And that's off the outside, ball one.
Just missed with the slider. Well, everybody's okay.
That has a jagged edge. A lethal looking jagged edge to it. That's a strike to Ellis. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down, runner at first. We're in the 6th inning. LA 3, the Giants nothing. Ellis is hit back to the pitcher, and he was up there with runners at second and third, nobody out in the 4th inning, and he hit into a fielder's choice. Grounded one to the infielder, who threw out the runner at the plate.
What Vogelsong has done tonight so well has been with the fastball. He's mixed that 4-seam fastball, worked it away to righties, and he's finished them off with a 2-seamer on the inside corner. Most of what he has done tonight has been with the fastball. Just really good use of 2 different pitches, but fastballs.
Cabrera into the hole, and Keppinger at second with a force out on Rivera. Keppinger, Beltran, and Sandoval coming up.
On Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Farmers Insurance. Call 1-800-FARMERS or visit farmers.com to find a local agent. We are insurance. We are farmers. By Xfinity, home of the most live sports. And by Jack in the Box. For a limited time, Jack's Really Big Chicken Sandwich Combo is back for only $3.99 plus tax at participating restaurants.
And there's the classic view from Fort Cronkite. You ever go over there? Fort Cronkite, they had the old military installations from World War II, and the classic views looking through the magnificent Golden Gate at the skyline of San Francisco. I remember I was living in Baltimore and came out to court my current wife, Janine, and we sat there in Fort Cronkite looking at that view. And I said to her, sweetheart, we have views like this in Baltimore.
Was she buying it?
No. I think she already knew.
It's a unique place. They still have gun turrets out there that they used to protect the city back in the turn of the century, of the right like 1901, and they had cannon out there that had a range of 5 miles. How about that? That's what was protecting the city. Very interesting place.
Keppinger 0 for 2, and the slider in there for a strike, and it's quickly 2 strikes to Keppinger. Beltran on deck. Sandoval due up third. 3-0 LA leading. It's very historic, and it's worth going over. And you can hike around out there. That's hanging and caught by Rivera. Giants have not been able to get a leadoff man on base in any inning of this game. They have not been able to get anybody on base until there were 2 down in any inning. 2 down in the second. Belt hit a single. 2 down in the fourth. Sandoval singled and Pill doubled. And then Belt hit a liner that was caught by the third baseman. 2 down in the fifth. Vogelsong walked. Pat Burrell alongside Bruce Bochy in the Giants dugout. And the breaking ball for a strike. Beltran has flied out deep to left center. And he has grounded out to short. That was right toward his right foot. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1:05 game time tomorrow. It'll be the final Sunday afternoon game for the Giants here at home this year. Lazy fly ball out to Rivera. 2 down. The 2 down, and Pablo Sandoval will come up.
You know, one of the big assets that this team has had, and the Giants, is his fan base. And, they've sold out every game this year, and it's happened so many times where the offense just has not been able to take advantage of it. They can't get him in the game. It's happening here again tonight. Just 3 hits through 5 2/3.
Pablo 1 for 2. Strike 1.
You always talk about how line drives are contagious, but it excites a crowd. You put together a few hits, score a couple runs, puts a good feeling in the dugout, and good things start to happen, and they just cannot ignite this crowd. Can't get it going.
D. Gordon. And so it goes. Dwayne Kuiper will be returning from the radio booth for the 7th inning.
No way!
Time now for our Toyota game summary, brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. 3-0 Dodgers. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Juan Rivera 2 for 3, and RBI, scored a run. Danny Evelyn, he's been the guy. Just 3 hits allowed through 6 innings. He struck out 3 on 77 pitches. And that is your Toyota game summary. And here again to tell you all about it is Dwayne Kuiper.
All right, Mike Carroll, an infield hit and a pop-up. Facing Ryan Vogelsong, who's about to throw pitch number 80 of the night. And pitch 80 is a strike on the outside corner. So Vogelsong deals, and another strike with Evelyn on deck, and then D. Gordon.
Just shaving that outside corner with that cutter. How many times have you seen him do that? And you know, he hasn't used his breaking balls a whole lot tonight, nor his changeup. Hasn't had to. The cutter, the sinker.
Pill's got it. Underhands it to Vogelsong. Nice play, and let's check in with Amy G.
Well, Dwayne, if Giants fans haven't had a chance to check out Giants gear on csnbayarea.com, they should immediately, because right now it's 40% off, and it won't be for very long. It includes World Series gear. csnbayarea.com. It's your home for Giants merchandise all season long. Gentlemen.
All right. Thanks, Amy. Here's Evelyn. So Wilson engaging.
Oh, you know, and it's, number one, it's good to get updated as to how he's feeling and what he would like to have happen the remainder of the season. He wants to get back on and be active and pitch again. Misses it. But it's just great for Giants fans to listen to him talk baseball, because he is a really great teammate who knows this game, respects this game, has a deep love for this game, and it comes out when you give him a chance to talk about the game and about baseball. I mean, I wish he could have had a couple runs to talk about, scored for the Giants.
Well, I think he's an athlete that gets it. Matter of fact, I know he's an athlete that gets it. Outside corner, and Evelyn's gone.
Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Big O Tires. Post your comments about the San Francisco Giants on the Big O Tires sports blog at csnbayarea.com.
Yeah, I don't want any of those guys to come on with us.
Well, because they might be better.
Because they're hurt.
Well, I know. And they might be better, too.
Well, that's a given. Here's Gordon. Buster Posey was on with us a couple of months ago, and he was fabulous.
I think this might be one of the most articulate Giants teams.
Good call. Just off the plate to Gordon.
But you get them talking about their teammates, and they get very reverent. A lot of respect that they have for one another, and one of the biggest sources of pride is that clubhouse, how they deal with problems, how they handle problems from within. You got a lot of strong characters down there, but a lot of guys that really look out for one another. You don't accomplish what they did last year unless you have that, and they've got it.
3-1 to Gordon. Very nice play by Sandoval. Took a potential hit away from Gordon in the fifth. Three and two. So did he get hit by a pitch?
I didn't think he did. You know, we could hear the sound of it, and it sounded to me like it was all wood. Now, he may have pinched the bottom of his hand a little bit, but I think the call was made correctly.
Here's the payoff. Little flare that's going to fall.
All right, let's listen. Fifth inning, D. Gordon. If you watch him grip the bat, I mean, he doesn't have the hand over the knob. So if he said he got hit by the hand, there was way too much noise of ball hitting wood. I don't think he got hit at all. I think he's an actor.
And a good one.
Well, he's going to steal a base here. You're going to see Hector Sanchez, the Giants catcher, get challenged.
Sellers 0 for 3. On the outside corner, it's no balls and one strike. Kemp waiting on deck, and this is foul down the third base line, and it's 0-2. Pill, Belt, and Cabrera will hit in the bottom of the 7th inning, and the fans trying to encourage this team as they take on their rivals here on a Saturday night. And Gordon goes. It's a pitch out, and the throw is in the center field. Gordon slipped as he thought about going to third. It'll be a stolen base. So the Giants got it right, and Sanchez just uncorked it.
Yeah, he really got underneath this. That's the first thing that they're going to work on with him. Kind of a sloppy exchange, glove hand to bare hand. And his arm angle was such that that's one of the better sinkers we've seen in a while. Really had a tail on it that moved away from Keppinger. He had no chance to catch that ball. That's something that they will address tomorrow.
Look out. 2-2.
But for D. Gordon, I mean, that's what a true leadoff hitter, what a true base stealer has to do. He comes up in a 2-out situation, puts himself on base by a knock or a walk. He's got to steal. If you're a premier guy, that's a steal situation. And he took on a pitch out and made it.
Tell myself what's up. Huh?
That'll be foul. It stays at 2-2.
That's asking me all kinds of questions.
Seventh inning. Both starters still in the ball game. Both starters throwing the ball very well. This will be pitch number 98 for Vogelsong. Vogelsong got nicked up in the 4th inning, a triple, 3 infield hits, and a balk.
Well, and the fact that he minimized it to just 2 runs, he had to pitch his tail off to do it.
Cabrera across the diamond, side retired. Pill, Belt, Cabrera coming up. Not so good, although the Giants have 9 more outs in this game, is Brett Pill is going to step up. Pill doubled in the 4th inning. He's 1 for 2. Here he takes low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Belt on deck, and then Cabrera. Wide, 2-0. Giants have not gotten their leadoff hitter on in any inning.
Now that's a significant thing.
Three and 0, so they're a pitch out of the strike zone from doing that. As you see Bruce Bochy putting up the 1 finger, meaning that Pill is going to take a pitch. And it's 3-1. On the ground, foul. It's 3-2.
Cleveland taking advantage of that 3-run lead. High in the count, 3-1. Just saying here.
Payoff pitch. Fouled again. Giants in the 4th inning had runners at 2nd and 3rd, only to have Belt hit a line drive to Sellers at 3rd. And another payoff pitch to Pill. Slowly hit, charging is Gordon. Gordon throws out Pill, 1 out.
Well, come on out and see the Padres. They're going to be here in San Francisco Monday through Wednesday. There are dynamic deals set up for each game. Some starting as low as $8. Monday, Tuesday are night games starting at 7:15. Wednesday is a day game at 12:45. So, you want to come out? Go to sfgiants.com/dynamic deals and get your tickets.
Here's Belt. Belt singled in the 2nd. And he hooks this one foul, and it's 0-1.
People are going right in on that hands on the inside corner.
Oh, 2.
Hard stuff in, soft stuff away. Fastball established, followed up with a changeup.
Popped up. It's going to be the right fielder, Rivera, who makes the catch at the last second for out number 2.
A little unusual to see Matt Kemp give way to a corner outfielder. That center fielder is the captain. And a guy like Kemp, who's a gold glover, I mean, he takes everything. And he could have gotten this play. At the end, watch it drift here as Rivera makes it a little more difficult than it would have initially appeared it was going to have to be to catch that ball.
Line drive. Gordon's got it, and that'll end the inning. So a 1-2-3 inning. We'll head to the 8th. It's 3-0 Dodgers.
Time for Subway Eat Fresh. Ask Krug and Kai. Visit csnbayarea.com and ask us a question. We're going to answer one a game. This one comes from Spencer from Richmond. You guys get to vote for the Willie Mack Award.
We do not.
But if we did,
I've voted for you. I have for the last 25 years.
Nice going.
Mike won it 2 years in a row by one vote. It was my vote.
There's the great Willie McCovey.
Here's Kemp. Kemp hits one on the ground, and Cabrera has it. He will take his time and throw to Pill, who digs it out. No, you were unanimous winner.
Well, I think, there was a number of choices. Ryan Vogelsong, the winner, obviously a great choice. Bobo Sandoval would have been a good choice. You could vote for Matt Cain or Brian Wilson every year. Mark DeRosa.
Vote for Lincecum.
Tim Lincecum. Great stories.
I mean, literally 25 Willie Mack Award winners at the end of the 2010 season. You saw him in the parade inside to Rivera.
But the story of Ryan Vogelsong energized this club from the very, very first day of spring training. And as he said in a wonderful acceptance speech, very, very articulate, this year just keeps getting better. Just when we thought things were quieting down, it just keeps getting better. And the Willie Mack Award meant a lot to him.
He's going to throw a no-hitter this year. There's a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, he said it keeps getting better, so you're right. It's huge.
Go Giants.
Dressed well.
Wiggle worm.
Go Giants. Yeah.
Got the panda hat on. Mighty cut by Rivera, and it's 1-2. Two hits tonight for Rivera, 1 an infield hit in the 4th. On the ground, foul. This was Vogelsong last night before the ball game. His wife Nicole. It was really a fun night. Christmas card. There it was.
Yep. That was a good one, too.
Up the middle and a base hit. I'm impressed with Rivera.
Now, a 3-hit night for Rivera. Had a couple in last night's ball game. Went 2 for 3 with a walk. So he has really perplexed the Giants pitching staff. And there aren't many guys that could do it 2 nights in a row against the staff.
Well, he really waited on that one nicely and just stroked it up the middle. Tony Gwynn will pinch run. Edlifson heads down to the bullpen. Here's Loney. Gwynn takes off. No throw. So a stolen base for Gwynn.
Well, I mean, that's an embarrassing moment for a catcher, and it all had to do with the exchange. Sanchez did not have a grip on the ball. No grip, no throw. So the Dodgers have found out something here about young Hector Sanchez, and they're going to take advantage of every chance they get.
This will be a walk to Loney.
Steve Edlifson getting greased up, finishing off his warm-up throws.
So Loney takes the walk. Bruce Bochy We'll let Vogelsong try to get out of this here in the 8th. Giants have 6 more outs. Offensively, and right now they need to make sure this 3-run deficit stays at 3 runs. In the dirt, they also need to make sure that Gwynn doesn't have any thoughts of stealing third. The Diamondbacks scored 2 runs off of Heath Bell in the 9th to tie the game, so they're now in the 10th.
How'd they score?
Well, I saw 1 home run, and I think there was back-to-back home runs. Young and Overbay. They're telling us in the truck, hit the 2.
Wow.
Gwynn is back.
You've got base stealing speed with both base runners right now. And if they really truly believe that they're in the head of a rookie catcher, they may take off.
Well, Keppinger is playing really close to the bag at second to keep Gwynn close. And Vogelson trying to get that ground ball, throws that pitch low. 2 balls and 1 strike. You know, that Arizona game, extra innings in that ballpark, you know what it becomes.
Home run derby.
Home run derby. I mean, even the little guys start to think about home run derby. Hit out to Beltran. Gwynn's going to tag. And now Beltran got deked.
Well, I think Beltran wanted him to go.
Well, with 2 outs, it's not that big a deal, but you still want to do it right.
There he goes. And that's, I mean, it may have been his intent, but you know, you're putting the pressure on a rookie catcher who doesn't have a lot of confidence back behind the plate right now. And let's watch how Gwynn does it. And there's the deep.
So here's A.J. Ellis, and the fastball is high.
Now the question is if indeed there comes a time where Vogelsong gets ahead in the count, he wants to bust a breaking ball down the dirt, will he finish that pitch off without reservation?
Two and 0. Vogelsong getting after it right now. He's got 114 pitches.
Now you're deep into September and you've thrown a lot of innings, and these are the moments where you really, really have to dig deep.
And a strike. It's 2-1 for us too. We're digging deep, baby.
Digging ditches up here.
We are digging deep. We showed Brian Wilson how tough it is up here.
Yeah, he'll sleep good tonight.
So tough, he probably wants to come back.
He did not seem intimidated by the booth at all.
No, I don't think so. Two balls and 2 strikes. Fouled out of play on pitch 117.
93 to right on the outside corner at the knees. I mean, a perfect pitch. Now he can go out in that same direction, start a little cutter off the outside corner, and Ellis will follow. But with Ellis thinking outside corner, he's exposed on that inside corner, and that has been a big strength tonight for Vogelsong with that two-seam fastball. So 2 options here to get him. Or he could throw that curveball in the dirt. And again, remember, you got a rookie catcher back there with a runner at third base. They're going to go two-seam inside.
Got him. All right, Giants are coming up.
.30, you'll see the Giants taking on the Dodgers. Game 3 of this 3-game set. Right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. It'll be Hiroki Kuroda against Madison Bumgarner. It should be all about pitching again. These 2 guys throwing the ball well right now, as they have all year long. Giants, Dodgers tomorrow. Pre-game live, 12:30 p.m. right here, Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area.
Remember, football does not start until next weekend. So tune in tomorrow. At least that's the story we're going with here at Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area.
Absolutely, we're going with it.
Here's Hector Sanchez. Sanchez takes a pitch down low. Sanchez has bounced out twice. Gwynn is in left. Sands moves from left to right. The 1-0 pitch to Sanchez. Dribbler foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. All right, in a nutshell, what has Evelyn done tonight?
Well, his slider has been fantastic, but he has not really been steady with any speed. He's varied the speed of the fastball, the speed of his changeup. The slider, I thought, has set everything up, and he's cut the fastball behind the slider on that inside corner of righties. What he has to do is what he's done tonight: mixed speeds, mixed location, mixed movement, and he's been fantastic at it.
And he's only walked 1, and that was a walk to Vogelsong with 2 outs in the 5th. 2-1 to Hector Sanchez. 3-1 to Hector Sanchez. On deck for the Giants is Mark DeRosa. They'll tie strike, 3-2. That was a here hit me.
And he's taken advantage of the lead. He's been a good front runner. He's made the Giants swing the bats.
And that was an easy take. Well, easy for me to say, but okay.
Yeah, you wonder what happened to Fernando Valenzuela. Hanging out in San Francisco.
There he is.
There's Fernando.
Faced him one time.
What'd you do?
Firewood.
He could pitch.
Firewood. I hit a bolt, a 47 hopper to third.
There's a guy right there, the 1981 Cy Young Award winner. And he did not believe in pitch counts.
I mean, I think he won his first like 9 or 10 games.
Yeah. He was the guy that really energized Los Angeles his rookie year.
Here's Don Mattingly, and this looks like we're going to have a pitching change. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. We'll be back. Is Kenley Jansen.
Hard thrower. That's what he has done in 41 games. 2-1 with a 3.22 ERA. 75 strikeouts at 44 2/3. Fastball, slider, changeup. All pitches that he can strike you out with.
Emmanuel Burris is at first as he pinch runs for Sanchez. And DeRosa right out of the gates. He's a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. Aubrey Huff comes out. He's on deck. Vogelsong will watch the rest of this one from the dugout. As I mentioned, Burris aboard at first. Eighth inning. Giants with their first leadoff hitter to reach, and it happens here in the eighth. 1 ball and 1 strike. Base hit, left center field. Burris is going to take off. And DeRosa comes through, and the Giants with runners at first and third with nobody out.
I can't remember the last bat at bat he had. I mean, this guy's been solid every time he's come in. Gotten in that batter's box, he has given you a quality at bat, and this one's huge because now the Giants get the time run to the plate. And very quickly, bad thoughts are starting to spring up in the mind of Kenley Jansen. A little slippage around second base. Easy take at third.
Now Torres is going to run for DeRosa. Here's Huff. Swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike.
94 with big cut.
Hey, come out swinging, baby. Maybe not all the time, but pick your spots. And a quick 0-2.
And he paints it with some cut on that backside. I mean, I don't think that Aubrey Huff expected that type of cut in the first fastball he saw. And here he uses that cut to nail the outside corner.
Got him.
3 pitches, 3 cuts. The last one he throws it right across the belly.
And here's Keppinger. Romo getting loose. Keppinger is 0 for 3. First pitch strike, and it's 0-1. Comes in, he's throwing strikes, folks.
He hasn't thrown anything but cutters. But cutters with big time velocity.
Oh, 0-2.
That was late. And what Jansen will learn to do is just come through with a pitch. I mean, I've seen pitchers hurt themselves doing that, trying to stop a throw. So Kepinger's asking for timeout. And Scott Berry has the right to refuse that.
Well, I mean, I totally get your point on the whole deal, but he waits a long time.
Well, hey, I agree with your point as well. I mean, a hitter's supposed to control the rhythm of the at-bat. I have no problem with that. But it is a point. There is a point of no return, and it was very close to it.
0-2 to Keppinger. And he struck him out.
Well, big time cut at 95. I mean, and you're talking about a guy that's really tough to strike out. He hasn't thrown the slider. He hasn't thrown the changeup. It's just been rear back and below cut. And that is a nasty cutter. I mean, that's very un-Rivera-like. So Rick Honeycutt going to come out and talk to his big young right-hander. Give him an idea as to how he wants to go about Beltran.
Beltran is 0 for 3, hit a ball to the wall in the first. Since then he's bounced out, then he's flied out to right.
And there you see the topic of the conversation with Rick Honeycutt, the pitching coach, and it went like this: keep the ball away. They can beat you to left field. Do not give him something middle in that he can hit out of the ballpark to right field.
So Jansen takes a walk. 2-0 to Beltran.
Staying away.
2 balls and 1 strike. Just away from the target.
Now, if you're Beltran, you're going to look one pitch, you're going to look one type of movement, you're going to look one location.
Two balls and a strike. Slowly hit to second. And Carroll will throw out Beltran. And that'll end the inning. We will head to the 9th. It's 3-0 LA. Benz and Dwight Clark. That'll be live from Candlestick Park tomorrow, immediately following the 49ers Seahawks game, right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Steve Edlifson on for the Giants, going to come into his 7th game. No record, ERA 3.86. Done a nice job. Big time sink. Little slider and change up to go with it. But lots and lots and lots of sinkers.
Facing Jamie Carroll. Center field now, Andres Torres. Burris is at second base. It's 1 ball and 1 strike to Jamie Carroll. Eli Whiteside is behind the dish. Ed lifts him on the mound. Carroll 1 for 3. Three-one pitch. Carroll taking all the way, and he takes a strike.
You watch Edlifson, and we saw him in spring training and got excited about the sink. The movement you need.
Sandoval, tricky hop. Pill, tricky hop. 1 out.
Pill's done a nice job. Doesn't panic. He's got nice soft hands. Good quick feet. That's the combination you want for any infielder. Here's a tricky hop. Chokes it off. All the time in the world. Throws it low to the backhand. Pill, no problem. Does it every day. Kind of look like JT Snow, a right-handed version of him.
Here's Olchin, the pinch hitter. Hitting at 220. Shows bunt and takes a fastball inside. 1 ball and no strikes. On the ground up the middle and a base hit. So Olchin with a pinch hit single. And now we'll see D. Gordon.
Javi Guerra getting greased up for the Dodgers. He is their closer. Here comes Bruce Bochy.
So Lopez is going to come in. We are in the 9th, 3-0 Dodgers, and we'll be back. Be false. It's Dan Runzler.
And these are the numbers for Runzler. 21st time he's come in. 20 strikeouts in 22 innings. He throws hard.
Up and into Gordon.
And this will not be a comfortable at bat for Mr. Gordon. This Runzler with a mid-90s fastball, and at times even higher than that. But at times he can get a little wild hair up his nose.
So it's 1 ball and no strikes. Runner goes. Whiteside's throw, not in time. Olchin steals it.
Well, Whiteside, an accurate throw, a quick throw, and we thought it was going to be good enough. And Laz Diaz saying, and I think Diaz got it right. We were wrong.
Breaking ball is wide. 2 balls and 1 strike. On deck is Justin Sellers. Swinging a foul, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got him.
Good fastball, 95 and right through the heart.
And now Bruce Bochy's coming out again.
They set him in the outside corner, and this goes right to his right knee. And an umpire, not always, is going to give you that corner if it's not between the legs. But Scott Berry, not one of those umpires. Good pitch.
Ramon Ramirez coming in. It's 3-0 Dodgers. Ramirez facing Justin Sellers with Olchin at second base, 2 outs, and the first pitch is low.
Ramon Ramirez, and these are his numbers. Very solid season for Bruce Bochy. Being asked once again to get 1 big out.
One ball and 1 strike on a swing and a miss. Kemp to follow. Swinging a foul back. It's 1-2.
Good hard slider, steal strikes 1. Then he goes fastball right on the hands and way on top of here, 1-2.
And that pitch a bit high, 2-2. One in the second for the Dodgers, 2 in the fourth. That's it. Olchin's going to go, and it's in the dirt. It'll be a stolen base. It's 3-2.
Clearly, Ramirez not paying a whole lot of attention to him. And when he gets delivered, he'll go 1.5 seconds out of his delivery, very slow. And Olchin totally took advantage of it. If you're going to steal third with 2 outs, you better know you can make it.
Hit high and foul to the club level. And it remains 3-2. Giants have 3 more outs in the bottom of this inning. And the walk.
Well, the last thing you wanted to do was walk Sellers to get to Kemp.
So Kemp it is. Kemp is 1 for 4. Lopez getting loose in the, or just starting now to get loose in the Giants bullpen.
Likes that first pitch.
Whiteside can't find it. Now he does. And going down to second is Sellers. And it's 1 ball and no strikes.
Now, you know what? Sellers, by him taking second base, just took the bat out of the hand of Matt Kemp. That's an easy decision for Bruce Bochy. Thank you very much.
Well, now Lopez, however, has to speed it up a little bit. So they're going to walk Kemp.
So for a wild pitch, it never was a good thing. But one thing that Whiteside has to do, he keeps reaching out like a shortstop. He's got to develop the ability to bring that glove down and have that palm of the glove facing the pitcher. You cover up that hole between your legs with your glove. And by doing this, and this is just a technique that really has gotten him in trouble. And the Giants catch a break as that ball stayed out in front. And it happened in last night's ball game. It happened again tonight.
Well, Bruce Bochy just told Eli Whiteside to go out and talk to Ramirez. So that's an indication that he wants Lopez to get a few more pitches. And Mark Gardner now telling Bruce Bochy that Lopez is ready. And here he comes. So it'll be Lopez facing Gwynn. 3-0 Dodgers. We'll be back. Post-game live. It will be hosted by Brody Brazil and John Henry Smith. Reaction about this game, Callan Stanford highlights. 9/11, we remember tonight after post-game live.
Three-0 Dodgers here. The 2 outs as Javier Lopez is going to inherit a bases-loaded jam. He will face Tony Gwynn Jr. Let's take a look at the numbers for Lopez. 65th time he's come in. 5-2 on the year, 2.70 ERA. No margin for error. No place to put Gwynn. He's got to get after him.
It's down low. 1 ball and no strikes. Fourth pitcher in the inning for Giants manager Bruce Bochy. Fouled off of Gwynn's foot.
Guys with speed Maybe they're getting hit in the helmet, but fouling off their foot.
Hitting the hand, hitting the arm, hitting the shoulder, but please, not the feet.
Right on the top of his right foot. And he hit that ball well.
One ball and one strike. So Gwynn takes a little walk to get some feeling back in that foot. One and one. Here's the pitch to Gwynn, and Gwynn takes a strike at the knees. It's now 1-2.
Oh, you cannot nail an outside location any prettier than that.
And Gwynn spoils a good pitch to see another one.
I think this is really where Gwynn has had strong improvement in his approach. It's been with 2 strikes. He really has learned to use his hands in 2 strikes situations and protect.
Well, he'll try to do it here again. Got him. Boy, Giants manager and bullpen did a lot of work to keep this deficit at 3. Speedy oil change and tune-up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts.
So Javi Guerra, the new pitcher for the Dodgers, their closer. And this is what he has done. It's been impressive. He has taken that closer job and he has run with it. 17 for 18 in save ops, 34 strikeouts against 12 walks. And when you hit off Guerra, he's got that high 3/4 release. He'll go mid to high 90s with velocity. Big 12-6 break of the curveball, slider, and changeup. He'll throw everything. Former starter has no fear of throwing any one of his 4 pitches.
Pablo Sandoval will lead things off. Giants obviously need runs, but they need base runners to get runs. Inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Sandoval takes high.
They need base runners.
Three 3-0, so that was Sandoval taking all the way.
They're not close.
And a 4-pitch walk.
Yeah, he's all over the place. He's not missing any one spot either. You're throwing the same pitch and you're missing in the dirt down below, and you're missing on a 3-0 pitch well above the shoulders out of the plate away. I mean, you got a problem with your release. And that's going to bring out Rick Honeycutt and try to figure it out quickly.
Yeah,
pitch he threw was a breaking ball, and after that was 3 fastballs, and none of them were really close.
They did not really like what they see.
And the first word out of Honeycutt's going to be, "Are you all right?" I always worry about a young arm in September, especially when you back them up. You're a closer. Every throw you throw is a stress throw. Young arms, I mean, you're asking a lot out of them when you go this deep into the season.
Well, Scott Berry's out there, and he's part of this conversation now.
Guerra's a 25-year-old. I mean, he's no baby. He's out of high school. This is his 8th year in professional baseball. Started out as a starter. And in 2008, went in the bullpen. And has never looked back. And this year really blossomed.
Here's Brett Pill. And a strike. And it's 0-1. Pill has a double in this game. He's 1 for 3.
Well, the best advice you can give a guy when he's missing that bad with a fastball is throw the pitches. Go to your slider. It's an easier pitch to control. And that's exactly what he's throwing. If they are getting somebody loose, it's going to be McDougal, big right-hander. Mike McDougal heading down to get greased. Clearly concerned in the Dodger dugout.
Big pitch here. Pulled on the ground, foul. It's 2-2. Sandoval led the 9th inning off with a walk. Look out. 94-mile-an-hour fastball that Pill at the last second said, I don't want to take this one.
I'm telling you, you got to have a good emergency swing if you're going to hit up here. Like he took that thing right out of the glove of Ellis. Oh, yeah. That was a last-second thought.
Get out to right field. Sands will put it away. And that'll bring up Belt. Belt singled, he's lined out, and he's popped out. Center field. Hit well. Kemp at the wall, and he makes the catch up against the wall. And Sandoval has to hustle back.
Belt cannot believe it. He hit that thing with all he's got. And he just got AT&T'd. Great at bat from the Rook. And he nails it. And watching Kemp, I mean, at nighttime, the heavy air all of a sudden affects it. And And the wind, where you so often will see, will push balls out towards center, not working for the hitter tonight. And that ball got no help.
As Cabrera takes down low, Burrell is in the on-deck circle. Sandoval's going to go. The Dodgers will let him go. More importantly, it's 2 balls and no strikes. And they're just checking on what their sign should be with the runner now at second. Three and 0. And a strike. It's 3-1. Umpires really don't particularly care for that.
They do not.
Especially if the pitch is clearly a strike.
And Cabrera may take another one here, 3-1. And he does it again. I mean, fans see him jump off the plate. And Cabrera just trying an old trick, trying to influence Barry's decision. Not working.
On the ground into right field, a base hit. Sandoval will stop at third, and that'll allow Burrell to represent the tying run.
That was not a hanger either from Guerra. It's a nice job of 2-strike hitting going the opposite way from Cabrera. So Bruce Bochy does get what he wants. And that's Burrell up, representing the tying run. And he will sit on a fastball, and he will try and tie it up.
Swing and a miss. The ball's in 1 strike. Cabrera moves down to second. On the ground, foul. It's 0-2. You see what the Dodgers are doing is they're staying away from Burrell. Oh, and 2.
They want to elevate. They want a high fastball. Ooh, you got a mistake. Guerra left it right out there at the belt.
Burrell doesn't need to be banging balls off his feet.
No, as much pain as he's had to deal with that foot, foul balls don't help.
Oh, and 2. No swing. 1 and 2.
Vic Carapazzo, first base umpire, saying no.
Sandoval is at third, Cabrera at second. The tying run is at the plate. And it's Pat Burrell, and it's 1 and 2. Got him, and that's the ball game. So game 2 in the series goes to the Dodgers. And the Giants fell behind early, and they just could not come up with, well, they come up with a pretty good at bat from Belt with runners at second and third, but bottom line is the Dodgers shut him out 3-0.
And that has been the bottom line way too often lately, and really a lot this year. The pitching solid, give this team a chance to win, but the offense just could not get clicking. But you can't take away the job from Dan Evelyn. I mean, he was fantastic.
Final score, 3-0 Dodgers. Esurance postgame live with interviews and the wrap is coming up. But first, let's go to the Sportsnet Central studio for an update.